Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Williams. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This is why a lot of...
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Williams off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Adafe Owe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Being chased out left. they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Off the play fake, Williams. Buying time to his left. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7-7, our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it. Operating from the gun. Williams. Flush to his. Williams loses the football. Stays on his feet.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he slings one that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Williams flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Williams now, off play action. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Williams escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to throw. Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
David Ajabo
Coming in from that outside linebacker spot, he gets him down. It's a loss of 5. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
He's up to 11 rushing touchdowns now on the season after scoring on the ground on that previous drive. That is an impressive number for a quarterback. 1st and 10 here.
Now Williams. Throwing to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Williams going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10.
Williams to throw from his end zone. Flush to his right. It's complete to Lockett. A nice little juke. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Williams now throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
On 1st and 10, Williams. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Baltimore's offense starting another drive. It's Gus Edwards at running back.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And it's been feast or famine for him so far. 2 touchdown passes, but also 2 interceptions, including the one to end their last drive. And they start here 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The this offense so far on third down? A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. There he goes, right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And that flag accepted. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We get started with 2 teams who took Oklahoma quarterbacks #1 overall in both 2018 and 19. Arizona heading north to take on Cleveland. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Isaiah Pacheco, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Our leaders got a solid performance out of their quarterback in the first half. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Williams flushed out right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. Operating from the gun, Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And out now come the Seahawks. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the 1st half. They've extended their lead so far here in the 2nd half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. Williams off the play fake. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And they're going to speed things up here. Williams now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Off the bootleg, Williams. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Williams. Off play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He fights him off. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Many perks have multiple tiers, from bronze to silver to gold. The higher the tier, the greater the gameplay boost you'll receive.
come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Williams off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the bootleg. Williams. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Lock it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Off play action. Williams on the move to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man, had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, 1st quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams escaping the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Williams off the play fake. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A look at the numbers for Lockett from a week ago. 3 catches, 67 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Williams now. Off play action.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
from the gun. Williams eluding the pressure right. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Off the play fake. Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows